Imagine waking up one morning to find that events unfolding thousands of miles away, a war, a natural disaster, or a financial meltdown, are directly influencing the prices you pay at the grocery store, the security of your job, or the value of your investments. How does this happen? And why does the United States economy feel the ripple effects of global crises so intensely? Let's dive into the interconnected web of our global economy. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're unpacking a topic that's crucial for understanding the world we live in: how global crises impact the US economy. We'll break it down in simple terms, exploring real-world examples and helping you see the big picture. Let's start by understanding one key fact. We live in a globalized world. The US economy is deeply tied to other countries through trade, finance, and even the flow of people. This means that when something major happens elsewhere, it's only a matter of time before we feel it here. 1. The global domino effect. Picture the global economy as a network of dominoes. If one domino falls, say, due to a crisis in another country, it can set off a chain reaction that eventually reaches the US. For example, let's take the COVID-19 pandemic. It began as a health crisis in one part of the world, but quickly became a global economic shock. Supply chains, the networks that deliver goods like electronics, clothing, and even medical supplies, were disrupted. Factories closed, shipping slowed, and suddenly, Americans were seeing empty shelves and rising prices. Another example is the 2008 financial crisis, which started with the collapse of housing markets in the US, but soon led to a global banking meltdown. In turn, the weakened global economy slowed international trade, impacting American exporters and causing job losses. 2. Energy prices and geopolitical tensions. Another major channel through which global crises impact the US is energy. Take the Russia-Ukraine conflict, for instance. When geopolitical tensions arise in oil-producing regions, energy prices often skyrocket. Why does this matter? Because higher energy costs affect nearly everything: transportation, manufacturing, and even household budgets feel the pinch. In the US, we've seen gas prices rise dramatically, straining wallets and reducing consumer spending, a key driver of our economy. 3. Financial markets volatility. Global crises also shake up financial markets. Investors are quick to react to uncertainty, and this can cause stock prices to plummet or spike. For example, during the European debt crisis of the 2010s, fears about the stability of major economies like Greece and Italy sent shockwaves through US stock markets. This matters because millions of Americans, through retirement accounts, investments, and even employment in financial sectors, are tied to the stock market's performance. 4. Food and commodity prices. Finally, let's talk about food and commodities. Droughts, floods, or conflicts in key agricultural regions can drive up the cost of essentials like wheat, corn, and rice. When global food prices rise, American consumers see higher grocery bills. This disproportionately affects low-income households, creating greater economic inequality. 5. The role of government and policy. In times of global crisis, governments play a crucial role in mitigating economic impacts. For instance, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the US government implemented stimulus packages to support businesses and individuals. Similarly, trade policies, tariffs, and international cooperation can either cushion or exacerbate the effects of global crises. Central banks, like the Federal Reserve, also step in by adjusting interest rates or injecting liquidity into the financial system. These measures aim to stabilize the economy, though their effectiveness often depends on the nature and scale of the crisis. So, what's the takeaway? Global crises are never isolated. In our interconnected world, their impacts reach across borders and oceans, directly affecting our daily lives in the US. By understanding these dynamics, we can better prepare and adapt to the challenges ahead. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that makes sense of complex topics.